Pre-dawn Russian attacks don't stop hundreds of Mykolaiv's residents from joining the queue for water. It's a necessary evil. Sergei lives alone and says he needs 5 liters of water per day.
The salty river water we are getting in the pipes right now is corroding them, and of course we can't even use it. Filtering the water is difficult. The municipality tried to do this, but it's a hard task. Actually, you need to desalinate the water, and the process is very expensive and hard to do.
Ukrainian officials say the Russian authorities in occupied Kherson turned off the flow of clean water to the city earlier this year, forcing the 200,000 people left here to search for clean drinking water daily.
In Mykolaiv right now, there is a big problem with water. They have only technical water and no drinkable water. And lots of people don't even have money to buy water in some shop. In this place, we bring 25 tons of water.
Recent Russian attacks on civilian infrastructure in Mykolaiv include electricity and water production sites, local government buildings, a hospital, and schools.
A Russian rocket hit here. This school survived both world wars, but now it's ruined. I think this was a planned strike because, as you see, it's not a military object. It's a civilian structure. I think Russians are doing this to try and ruin the lives of Mykolaiv's residents and all Ukrainians. We will try and restore this historic building, but we're waiting for experts to tell us if it's possible.
While locals continue to try and deal with the destruction that happened here in Mykolaiv over the last several months, they're also preparing for more attacks. They say life must go on, and they're installing bunkers at their bus stops to keep people safe because they say they have no choice but to carry on with normal life.
Ilya Blokhin is the head of the NGO Safe Space UA. He says they want to install 1,000 of these shelters around.
Mykolaiv is an important city that defends itself, defends Odessa, and all of southern Ukraine as the main defensive outpost. Nowadays, such shelters are needed here for providing more safety and comfort to local people that are under permanent bombing with cluster bombs and other kinds of weapons. We need to provide them with some minimal level of comfort.
Nikita volunteers with the same NGO and says inspiration for the $10,000 mobile shelter came from the time he spent in Israel.
Mobile shelters, tonnage 50 tons, capacity it's 10 people inside, can be safe. About side wall, it's 25 centimeters of concrete, top it's 35 centimeters, and down it's 15 centimeters. So 1 month ago we installed it close to administration on Korabelna district. On this place, on this point, was killed 8 people, not from the rockets, it was fragments of rockets. And first of all, we try to build transport to bus stop. Maybe after bus stop, we try to install on parks, squares, garden, and other.
While Ukrainian troops continue their advance towards Kherson, civilians and volunteers hope these shelters will save lives. Obaida Hitto, TRT World, Mykolaiv, Ukraine.